Okay, so with that, we are pretty much out of the stuff that we need to talk about the race, and we get to the section, the one and only, the most awaited one,
The
complaints.
oh, the complaints, not the rankings. Okay.
No, not the rankings.
All right. All
The
right. Well,
complaints. I think you said you had a complaint at the beginning. I forgot
yes.
what it was.
Yes. No, about the racer of the day,
Oh, the
which,
driver of the day
yes,
complaint.
I hate that they do that. Well, you know what? I like that they have like a voting system for like the people watching. I like that because I want to be engaged, and I think it is fun to vote for that. I don't. It doesn't make sense to
Have you ever
me.
voted for the driver of the day?
Yeah, yeah, I actually do
How
it.
do you vote? I've never voted for
You
driver
gotta
of the
do
day.
F. It's really easy actually. You just go to f1.com/vote, and literally it's like it shows you the thing, and you just click on the one that you like, and boop, your count, right?
Okay.
The issue that I have with that is that like it happens in the middle of the race. Like you have to vote in the middle of the race, and they close it as soon as the race is over. And that doesn't make sense because like a lot of times it's like a 1-2 battle. What happens if it's a 1-2 battle and like there's like two racers like obviously head to head? You don't know who you're gonna vote for until the race ends, right? Or a lot of times like it's happened a lot where like I'm like, oh, this guy is going so well, and all of a sudden something happens in the last like 2 or 3 laps, and like he loses a bunch of positions, and he still gets racer of the day, and it's kind of like, yeah, but had I known that like Ricardo was gonna pass him, I would have voted for Ricardo instead. so so they should like they shouldn't close the polls for the voting for the racer of the race before the race is over or like as the race ends. They should give like people like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. And
They
thank
should
God,
do it on the podium ceremony or something. I
or
don't know.
yeah, or something like that. And then like thank God that like they're not doing that shit that they were doing last year, where
Oh,
they're
that
like,
they are broadcasting an interview while the guy is
why the guy's like
driving.
still like sweating like out of the victory is like congratulating the team, and the usual is like Charles Leclerc, driver of the day. How do you feel? It's kind of like, bro, let the guys breathe. Like they don't need to be broadcasted every single time. It was so cringy and like I
I
felt,
hated it, but
yeah,
people liked it. People really liked hearing from the driver. But I hated it. I hated that interview. It seems so like you said, very cringe. Like
yeah.
somebody that you're just driving and all of a sudden somebody that you don't expect is coming into your radio. You are the driver of the day. How do you feel? And it's like, oh, thanks guys. Oh,
Yeah,
and then
it's like,
like that person is then the person that is interviewing them is also trying to have a conversation with them. It's just like, oh.
and you're like trying, like they're still driving that car and like trying to answer questions. So it's like it's not easy. And the other thing is that like they always give the same answer. It's like, yeah, a hard fought race, but I'm glad it makes it. But it's like so hard because you're like trying to like say what you did in the race, but it never worked. It was really bad. I hated seeing that. So I'm happy they don't do it anymore. But they still gotta they gotta fix the polling. The polling needs to close after the race. You gotta give like people
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
five to
At
ten
least during the
minutes.
interview or something,
Yeah.
like give it an extra 2 minutes. The guys have to go around the track
Put a
and then
little
be like,
timer on the bottom so
yeah,
people know. Like vote for now. Poll closes in 10 minutes or something
yeah, or like they have the countdown there, and they're like, oh, I gotta vote for,
for whoever I
yeah,
thought it was the best. Because now the race is over. Now I can do it.
yeah,
I mean, because the poll opens in like I don't know, like middle of the race, and like people are already voting for like Verstappen, and it's like the race hasn't ended, guys. What are we doing? And you can change your vote after you vote either. So like as far as I know, so yeah, that's my complaint for the week. It's a good thing that you brought that up.